Alright, let's talk about selection sort. So selection sort is a little bit better than bubble sort, and they do have a pretty similar implementation. So I'm going to just run it, and on the bottom right there's the pseudocode. So what you have to do is you have to find a minimum value index, swap with the current index you are traversing, right? So 5 is already sorted, and 10 will just find the rest of it, and 10 no, this is the smallest, so you move on the next one. 29, you find the 14 is the smallest, then you swap. 13, 37 and 29, then you swap, right? So basically you have a minimum index which will initialize to yourself first, and then you find the rest of the index, and then you see what is the smallest value, and you just swap afterward when you finish each traversal. And they just start the code. So in my original array is like this, and I will print out my original array. And after sorting, I will do like this, right? And which is already sorted, right? So they just start coding for the sorting, and I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to do it with you. So from the beginning to the end, right? And I will do the I will initialize my minimum index at I. And from j equal to I plus 1, you don't have to compare yourself, but just be aware is I plus 1 from j, I plus 1 to j less than array length, and j plus plus. And you do have to compare, so if the array at index, minimum index, if that is greater, oh, I spelled it wrong, sorry, so index. If that is greater than the array j, so right now I find the smallest one, so j, minimum index will assign to j, right? So for every single loop you traverse, right, you need to swap later on. I will say I will call a swap in array and minimum index with my I. So this is pretty straightforward. Minimum index will depending on j, and you have to swap with I, which is the current value you have, and then swap with the minimum value in. And don't believe it, they just run it and see if I have made any mistake or not. So which is not, which is correct and no mistake. And let's talk about the time space and worst complexity. So for the selection sort, right? We are actually writing a selection sort. So selection sort, the worst case is n squared, average case is n, base case is n squared. This is because you no matter what you have to traverse, right? And calculate. So space is complex. Space complexity is constant. You will not allocate any space. And stable is null. This is the reason stable is not, because you basically miss out. If you have a duplicate value in the array, you will miss out the order. So stable is null, and then the method is you select a different value for every single time, right? You find the smallest. And this will pretty much be a solution. And if you feel helpful, subscribe, like if you want it, and leave a comment if you have any questions. And I will see you next time. Bye.